Welcome to Animania Chronicles, where we dive deep into the captivating worlds of anime, dissecting stories, unraveling characters, and sharing our passion for all things animated. Hey everyone, welcome back to our review series on Viral Hit. In Part 2, we will discuss the exciting world of viral fame and the challenges our protagonist faces. Stay tuned for more thrilling developments and unexpected twists. Meanwhile, Hobin's channel blows up, and he gets 100,000 subscribers in no time with only 2 videos on the channel. One day, Snap tells him that he needs to last in a fight for at least 3 minutes because that's when they can put ads on the video and earn more money from it. The problem is that Hobin doesn't know how to fight, so that night he goes back home and starts searching up different martial arts. He stumbles upon a channel with 0 subscribers but a huge number of videos. He has no idea why someone would make videos for no viewers, but ends up watching one of them where a weird man named Sam wears a chicken mask and teaches some of the basics of fighting. He doesn't think much of it and goes back to sleep. The next day, he quits his part-time job to focus more on his channel. Upon hearing this news, Bulma walks up to him and asks for his phone number as she wants to keep in touch. Hobin is beyond himself as he can't believe someone as pretty as her would want to talk to him. The next morning, he goes back to school, but his entire attention is on his phone as he texts Bulma with a creepy smile on his face. Snap slithers onto his desk and asks what's up with him and whether he's learned how to fight better. Hobin replies that he's trying to learn, but it's not that easy. Suddenly, Rooney approaches them and asks whether they would want to stream together. Hobin and Snap are stunned to hear this and start salivating at the opportunity. Hobin asks why she would want to stream with them since she's supposed to be Pack's friend. She immediately changes sides and tells them she hates Pack and that her viewers want to see Hobin on the channel. While they are happy about their newfound respect, Pack enters the room seething with anger because Hobin destroyed his channel and his life. Suddenly, the advice given by the Chicken Man flashes in front of Hobin, and he remembers that an angry opponent is the easiest to deal with. Pack takes off his shirt, ready for a fight, while Hobin is too scared to move. Pack swings at him angrily but misses, which angers him even more. He pulls his fist back for another strike, but Hobin decides to face him head-on. Thankfully, Snap immediately starts recording the entire fight and makes fun of Hobin, saying that his camera is faster than Pack's punches. Pack stops at the last moment but threatens to take his revenge one day. The next day, Hobin waits near a park for Snap to discuss where to take their channel when a couple stops by him and tells him that they are huge fans. Hobin starts feeling pretty good about it, but they end up completely robbing Hobin of everything he had. Snap arrives at the last moment to help but gets slapped by a single punch while the guy grabs Hobin's phone and takes it with him. Hobin realizes that he can't let it go as it has Bulma's contact information inside. Snap eggs him on to fight the bully as the viewers are itching for another video. Hobin removes his cap and hoodie and announces that he is going to fight and win against that robbing hooligan. He follows the goon back to a karaoke bar where he is chilling with his girlfriend. After collecting his courage, he tells the man to hand his phone back to him as he has something very important in it. The hooligan tells him to piss off before he beats him up, but Snap is recording everything, and even Hobin knows that this is too good of an opportunity to let go of. Hobin starts remembering the Chicken Man and how he said that they should first figure out the dominant arm of their opponent. Hobin realizes that the hooligan must be right-handed because he is holding the mic in that hand. If your opponent is right-handed, switch over to their left side, making it hard for them to reach you with a punch. The hooligan stands up as he looks at Hobin, who seems ready to square up. He tells Hobin that he might not even be able to walk back once he is done with him, so it would be better for him to run away. But Hobin calmly remembers the wise words of the Chicken Man, who told him to stand in such a way where there is an obstacle on the left side, forcing them to use only their right hand, which would be easier to intercept. The hooligan jumps up for an attack as Hobin remembers that normal people move their shoulders a lot while punching, which gives him enough time to react. He shoves his head right into the punch, blocking it literally with his face. This shocks everyone as, even after being hit full force, Hobin barely seems to be affected. This is because the punch is at its strongest when it is extended to its full potential. But if you end up moving your head into the punch, you prevent it from generating as much power. In this way, he can get hit in the face without really getting hurt or feeling pain. Snap can't believe it as he thinks Hobin is not even defending and is simply taking the beating, while the chat wonders whether Hobin's brain matter exploded. Hobin, however, has a strategy, as he remembers the chicken man telling him to basically keep his chin down and headbutt the fist. The hooligan gets pissed at his own incompetence and throws another wide punch, but Hobin is too late to react with a headbutt. To his surprise, he barely moves out of the way and the punch misses. This reminds him of the chicken man claiming that it's not possible for a normal human being to react perfectly to every punch, but it's also not possible for a normal human to hit every single punch if the target is moving around a lot. This technique is known as weaving, which is often used in boxing to dodge punches randomly and make it harder for the opponent to hit a clean shot. The hooligan gets even more mad and gives way to his emotions, punching wildly at every moment possible, while Hobin simply bobs and weaves to evade most of the punches, making the goon look like a total failure. Even the chat doesn't know what the hell is going on and whether all of this is scripted. The hooligan finally manages to make contact, but again Hobin blocks the punch with his goddamn face, shocking the hooligan as he asks for his phone back one more time. He screams at the goon that he needs to text Bomi, but the goon doesn't know what the hell he's talking about and the fight resumes. Hobin starts blocking the fists with his forehead once again, while Snap has no idea how Hobin is getting hit so many times. Even the goon is confused as he can't understand why Hobin isn't even trying to dodge. Hobin, on the other hand, feels extremely stupid for not watching the rest of the videos, because the only video he watched only talked about the fence and how to block punches, which means that he has no idea what to do after that. He stands there crying about not knowing what to do, while Snap realizes that this is bad for the viewership. The pack fight was swift and conclusive with explosive action, whereas this fight is being dragged out for too long while nothing is happening except for the goon throwing punches and Hobin getting hit in the face. He realizes that they might lose viewers because of this constant repetition of the same moves and wonders whether he should intervene in the fight before they lose too many viewers. He was just about to switch off the stream when a familiar name erupted in the chat, Kim. This is the redhead guy who studies in Hobin's class and is on his way to becoming a young MMA sensation. He claims in the chat that all of them are stupid to think Hobin is losing his fight, as he bets that Hobin would be the last man standing. The chat doesn't really think he is correct, but unlike those keyboard warriors, Kim knows what he is talking about. He tells the chat to pay closer attention to the goon's fists. According to him, the goon didn't realize the damage he was doing to his own knuckles because of the adrenaline pumping through him, but the moment the adrenaline dies out, he will start feeling an insane level of pain. Just on cue, the hooligan realizes that his fists have swollen up, and a sharp pain enters his entire body. He starts rolling around on the floor while Hobin watches in disbelief. After the fight, they get outside, where Snap realizes that Hobin's hospital bills might end up taking all of the money they earned from this stream, but he thinks of it as an investment as they earned a lot of new followers. Thankfully, Hobin gets his phone back and starts texting Bomi while Snap turns the stream off. That week alone, they got 1 million views on their channel, and even though they only had 4 videos, they racked up over 25 million views on the channel in total. After a couple of days, they finally received their first payment, which was around $10,000. They were overjoyed at this, as Hobin starts thinking about how they need to stream some more, but Snap tells him that they are just being lucky as they haven't been monetized yet. Hobin, the illiterate animal, doesn't even know what demonetization means, so Snap explains that the green mark means that the gods of YouTube are happy and they will get paid. But if the yellow mark appears on a video, which usually happens when the content has too much violence, it means the video got demonetized and they won't earn any money from it. While they were talking, they suddenly noticed the e-girl from their classroom who was streaming and being fake cute about her life. She suddenly notices Snap and Hobin and immediately tries to get them into her stream to steal their viewers. The boys start running away from this gold-digging e-thought and are finally able to get away by the time the sun sets. While they were walking through a store, Hobin notices a beautiful tracksuit on sale, but the cost for the item was $500. He is shocked to see that anyone would buy this thing, but notices that Snap has already bought one for himself and encourages Hobin to get one as well. Hobin suddenly realizes that no matter how much money he earns, he will never know how to spend it. He was about to leave the shop when Bomi texts him and asks him out for a date, which makes him so happy that he buys the tracksuit just to look cool. The next morning, he gets ready in the park with his suit on and waits for her, while some actor-looking streamer walks in and starts making all the girls in the area moist. The actor suddenly notices Bomi and tries to ask for her number, but she rejects him and walks over to Hobin. Hobin realizes that she is not for the streets, while Balmy seems happy as they are both wearing the same suit. He thinks about how there is always a pecking order, and the weak are forced to bow to the strong. He was always forced to bow to Pak because of his strength. Things come full circle, and Pak was forced to bow down to Kim in order to avoid getting beaten up. Hobin always admired Kim, but also knew he could never be like him, as Kim was tall and muscular compared to Hobin's small, unmuscular body. Bowman doesn't seem to mind being with a short king, which makes Hobin daydream about a future with her. But she snaps him back to reality, and they sit down to eat something. Bowman tries to initiate conversation, but Hobin completely loses because he has never really talked to a girl before. Bowman keeps trying but realizes it's of no use as she gets up and prepares to leave, claiming that Hobin talks really nicely over text, but not in person. Just before she could leave, Hobin apologizes and honestly tells her that he has never been out on a date with a girl and spends most of his day at home watching YouTube. Moreover, he couldn't really look her in the face without getting nervous because she is so pretty. This seems to change Bowman's mind as she finds his honesty nice, and the date continues. They head back outside as the day seems to be going well for Hobin until Bowman tells him that she needs to meet a guy who she was friends with in grade school. Hobin doesn't think much of it, but Bowman claims that the guy is actually in Hobin's class and they might know each other. This surprises Hobin, and he asks who she is talking about. Bowman happily claims that the guy's name is Kim. This literally drops the hammer on Hobin as he can't believe she is friends with Kim, which basically means there is no chance for him. He starts dreaming about how he will get cucked by the M&A superstar when Bowman snaps him back to reality. Hobin ends up lying and claims that he is good friends with Kim, which makes her happy. But to his horror, Kim ends up walking up to them while wearing the same suit. Bowman meets him happily and tells him that she just learned that Hobin and he are good friends. Kim looks down at Hobin with disgust while Hobin thinks about what's going to happen now. Hobin can't believe that he blurted out that he was good friends with Kim so confidently just now. He thinks about how losers like him have an unwritten rule to never pretend to be good friends with anyone. Hobin just broke that rule to show off before Bowman, and now he is regretting it. He is ready to face punishment for breaking such an important rule and believes that this is where he parts ways with Bowman. However, Kim really doesn't mind calling him a friend since they are in the same class. Hobin wonders what the hell is happening because he has never even talked with Kim in school and doesn't even know his name. Yet, Kim knows that Hobin has a YouTube channel and remarks that they are wearing matching outfits. Hobin wonders why Kim is being so nice to him, but hearing that they are friends made him feel really good earlier. That's it for today. Stay tuned for part 3 of our viral hit review series. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the vast realms of anime. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more thrilling reviews and discussions. Until next time, keep exploring the boundless wonders of anime with us.